South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem has faced an onslaught of criticism this past week, so much so that it could have cost her a chance to be vice president with former President Donald Trump being on his ticket. The criticism stemmed from revelations of her upcoming memoir and a specific passage detailing how she killed her dog about 20 years ago on her ranch in South Dakota. In her memoir, she writes that she had to kill her dog because it was untrainable, and describes one instance of where it killed a neighbor's chickens like an assassin, going to every chicken on the farm and killing it one by one. She also describes an incident where she killed her goat because it smelled, quote, nasty, was chasing her kids around, and was just not a polite animal on the farm as well. And Noem has defended herself since the public has criticized her for these actions and describing it in her book. She said that these are instances that describes her life in South Dakota, growing up there, and it shows to the American people that sometimes you have to do difficult things. But the revelations were not popular with everybody, and among those was the Trump campaign. People in the Trump campaign, sources have told me, were bewildered to find out about this story about the dog. And one Trump ally close to the campaign told me that, quote, she was already unlikely to be picked as VP, but she had a shot. After this, it's just impossible. That same source told me that Trump isn't a dog person necessarily, but I think he understands that you can't choose a puppy killer as your pick for blatantly obvious reasons. And a second source close to the campaign said that Trump likes Kristi a lot, but was disappointed when he heard about the dog story. Trump has yet to reveal who he will ultimately pick to be his vice president. He's spoken about at least a dozen people at this point. He has mentioned Kristi Noem by name in the past. He's mentioned people like Tim Scott, and there's a lot of contenders on the list. Reportedly, J.D. Vance is one of the possibilities, Marco Rubio, and other potential people across the country. And Trump has not said when he will ultimately reveal who his vice president will be, and people have said that he is still in considerations.